Area 3 of the grant is unique in the sense that we are doing something new. We're reaching audiences that in the past we never reached. For example, the designers of the work zones. It used to be that we would develop these courses and touch on those areas very lightly. But now through the grant, we've been given the ability to develop courses specifically for these areas. So the courses are more intense and more directed to the actual needs of the audience.
Definitely worth it because it's got a lot of applications for if you're a supervisor or if you're doing design, to learn about what hazards are out there on the road and how you could just simply apply these basics for traffic controls to your work site to make it safer for not only the people in it but the traveling public.
Under Area 3 of the Work Zone Safety Grant, we are taking some of the products developed under Area 2 and we're weaving them into the existing courses and also into new courses that we have developed. For example, we're developing a course for traffic control design specialists, and these are individuals that may be in charge of designing a work zone, so they do it properly, and they use some of the products developed under Area 2 to complement their activities.
Here at the course, you get a lot of materials that you can take home with you, keep with you on the job site.
All the literature you can take back and apply it to your day-to-day use of traffic control.
We have developed a course for traffic impact analysis, trying to minimize the impact of a work zone on a motoring public. For example, if we have an idea of how long the queues are and how long the traffic backups are going to be, then we can take alternate approaches to try to minimize those impacts. In the past, we have concentrated on just the mechanical aspects of developing a work zones, but now we need to look at the mobility aspects of it and try to minimize the impacts. For example, if the impact that we are able to assess is too high, perhaps we should consider nighttime work. And under the grant, for example, we have developed a course for nighttime work in which we give them the basics of nighttime work zones, proper illumination of the work zone, how to minimize glare, and how to keep traffic moving, and how to keep the workers safer at night, which is where more impaired drivers are on the road and also where speeds and visibility could be a problem.
I'm responsible for the roadways in the George Washington Memorial Parkway, and I need to know that our programs are compliant and we're being as safe as we possibly can.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know beforehand, but actually having the materials in front of me and someone that actually knows firsthand how to implement it, it helps a lot.
And we have courses that are more technical, intended for perhaps engineers or designers of work zones. So they not only learn the proper standards and guidelines, but also they learn how to tweak it, because in some instances, some of these standards and guidelines perhaps cannot be implemented in an urban environment. So what do you do when you cannot meet a standard, when you cannot meet a guideline? In those instances, you need to use your engineering judgment. Although that's something we cannot teach, but we can give them some guidelines as to what to do in those cases so they're still protected from litigation, and also they protect the motoring public.
Well, I think to have people in the field knowledgeable about the way things are done only makes things better for everybody.
I think anybody in the industry that does any work, any road work whatsoever, should be aware of the information that's being provided in the class, and your training was very effective and easy to understand.
I would encourage everyone to take advantage of the grant. Obviously, the grant is not going to last forever, so it's the perfect opportunity for these contractors or individuals working in a work zone to get the training they need at a very nominal cost.
For more information about the Work Zone Safety Grant, visit fhwa.dot.gov, atsa.com, or workzonesafety.org. To register for one of the many roadway safety training courses available through the grant, visit atsa.com or call 877-642-4637.